This is a big room. It's not very well lit around here though, is it? It's a bit better. That just seems unsafe. You'd put the lamp over that. Maybe not. Can't really judge. Can't really judge like a video game's house for how it's arranged. Not if you've seen mine, anyway. What are the vein effects coming down the window there? Quite cleverly done. A couple of shot glasses on the floor, a couple on the side. Looks like someone's having a bit of a good time. Fortunately, Mercury Books will be unable to publish a follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Excellent Saviour, went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, so our stewardship of the series must end here. It's been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your further endeavours. So, he wrote 2 books. I'm guessing this is a sequel, The Accidental Pariah. Message from our future: save the President's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. So it's like a time travel JFK aspect, which is interesting. And they declined the opportunity to take his 3rd book. I wonder if this is what we were listening to before. This is Got a Need for You by Adriani Bellini.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't believe.
So this is one of our sister's assignments, the reproductive system.
I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue.
Below are 2 stories, the events are all out of order. This is cool.
Voodoo, mildew, and shandu.
I'm not going to read through all of these,
No, you were.
but I'll keep them on the screen, so if you do want to read, you can always hit pause.
My shadow.
You think I sent you far away
I had been nowhere.
from me?
I am going to read this, just let me turn this off first. I like that. Oops. The Menstrual Cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939, Essa Glatz stares out the window of her train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wielun in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination, her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock, and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed, the rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. That has got to be one of the... Why did that guarantee... That would have been an A+, honestly. That's classy writing. I'm probably going to remember more from that than I would from any biology textbook. So there we go, if you stuck with me there, I'm sure we all learnt something. Or at least enjoyed it. More coupons. We've got some dice. What are we rolling? 9. Katie, please tell Mum and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. What's missing in here then? They have some unhealthy obsession with highlighters. I suppose they've got a writer in the family, haven't they? Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after the 6th. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there, then I'm going to kick your butt. Get ready. So I think Lonnie is the person she was perhaps talking about. Where they played Street Fighter.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
So Sam seems pretty struck on Lonnie. And Street Fighter. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mum and Dad. The attic. Okay, this is getting creepy. So there's something about this being a psycho house. We went in there, didn't we? Yeah. Now, let's have a look. So we've been around here. We could go... There was another door in the music room? There was indeed. Good job we checked the old map there. It's only a little cupboard by the looks of it. Is there a light? There is a light. What have we got? Oh, bless. He's got so many books still left over. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice. So our mother's name is... Well, you said Jan, but obviously it's Janice. Thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighbourhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Mary Shoots.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Okay, that door's locked. So Danny owned the Nintendo. Starting to suspect that Danny is the root of all of this. Let's go and check out this other room in here. We're still looking for a combination. Wow. Wow, this is a big house. Even though he seemed to be struggling to sell both his books, someone's made a lot of money. Or maybe most of this was his uncle's. Magazine. Fresh magazine. Readers tell us about their worst moments. 90210, does anybody still care? Trying to see if there's anything underneath. Some notes here. Oh, brilliant. So this is his notes from The Unreliable Prophecy. This is when he's trying to name his book by the looks of it. So he's been here long enough to have named that book and got it out. A Stranger Under My Roof. Best-selling advice book for parents of teens. You never know what's behind a bookcase, you see. Just checking. Bothers me that those... Oh. Grab lid. Oh, it's probably because the lid's in the way. It's my fault, sorry. Okay. So we're back out into the main room now. In the main foyer. Sorry, I was pressing shift there and it obviously zooms in. There's no sprint button, which is a good sign. It means we're unlikely going to need to run anywhere quickly. Let's see what's on the side here. Directions to work from new house. So I'm guessing this is for the mother. It's kind of in her handwriting. Starting to pick up on little things like that now. Let's check this cupboard. This is for the front hall. Obviously still not fully picked out. This is, there we go, her forestry service jacket. Goodfellow High School, so that's Sam's. Let's stick downstairs for the time being. We've already been warned about the attic. Regional track and field finals. Girls 100 metre relay. First place. Caitlin Greenprior. Nice. It's from Mexico. Maybe they went there at some point. What do we get? First place for long jump. So she's good at running and jumping. Oh, I don't like that sound. I'll cut that out right away. Get some light on this situation. Bible. I'm not going to immediately presume that one of them, or all of them, are religious, because especially in like, the Western world, the Bible seems to be one of those things you can find in any house. I'm pretty sure I've got one somewhere. I think it's one of those books that, you know, it's such a huge impact on culture. It's nice to know what everybody else is reading. Oh my gosh. Dear Jan, so that's the mother. It's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds quite like the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? Oh, so this is Mum's like old college friend or something. When we were miserable, fantasizing about our dream homes. I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. So Jan's old friend was called Cowell. It's nice actually looking, you know, even if there wasn't a mystery, it's nice to kind of pick around somebody's house and kind of look around these sort of things. I'd appreciate more games like this. And doors locked. It's kind of forcing us to go upstairs, isn't it? Just deal with our worst fears. Newspaper clipping. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week. As part of a forestry service run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 AM and 5 PM on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and possibly into Thursday, depending on the speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that could lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area throughout the following weekend. So, that's the kind of work that she's doing. She's burning off overgrown and dead vegetation in an effort to combat the rise of forest fires. This is a weekly planner. This looks like the mum's handwriting again. Couples bowling, cooking class, ballroom dancing, couples bowling, cooking class, ballroom dancing, couples bowling, cooking class, ballroom dancing, and cook the big meal for... Is that Katie? Something and Sam. Doesn't really look like Katie. Looks like a different name there. Just use the comb. There we go. The form in here. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. So this is to aid the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A range of expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest. Please see attached personal file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, senior conservationist Janice Greenbright, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. Okay, so someone's moving. Oh, I'm stood in the way of the drawer and it couldn't open. Well, it only opened a small amount. Nothing in there.